A pleasant morning, ladies and gentlemen. Pleasant morning, sir. Pleasant morning, students. So, we are the Group 6 and we are here to report the digital literacy. First up, the learning objectives. So, the students will be able to define digital or cyber literacy and cybersecurity. Then, the students will be able to cite how digital may be integrated with teaching learning and that the students will be able to determine the etiquette and safety use of digital media. And lastly is the students will be able to produce and evaluate digital tool that may be utilized in the classroom. Okay, so I am the leader of this group and my members are Aldrin James Alvarez and Christine Alcantara. Okay, so what is digital literacy? So digital literacy has been part of everyone's life, be it at home, in school, or anywhere, with every facet of undertaking. So however, it may many instances we may not be aware that we have been misusing or abusing it, or in another way around, we may find ourselves being used by other people with their malicious motives using digital tools. So digital literacy is a set of competencies required for full participation in society that includes knowledge, skills, and behaviors involving the effective use of digital devices for, for purposes of communication, expression, collaboration, and advocacy. So, what is cybersecurity? This is the practice of protecting systems, networks, and programs from digital attacks. So these cyber attacks are usually aimed assessing, changing, or destroying sensitive information, extorting money from users, or interrupting normal business processes. So dito, sinasabi ng cybersecurity na ang cybersecurity daw ay isang way para maprotektahan ang mga private informations. Okay, so usually kasi marami kasing mga cyber crime like the um, privacy or yung mga information na kinukuha nila and yung mga pagnanakaw ng mga perang mga e-cash, ika nga. Okay, so next up. So the cyber citizenship. So citizenship is an old value that is now applied to a new medium. The internet. Cyber citizenship refers for being responsible when using the internet, doing online when no one is looking speaks a lot about one's character and morals. So that is the cyber citizenship. So these are the importance of cyber citizenship. So it keeps the internet free from hurtful statements. Then it creates a culture or more reliable information. It gives provisions from people to be given credit for what they have created. More criminals or bullies can be caught when kids are honest and talk to adults. And last, it keeps information private. So yun po yung mga importansya ng cyber citizenship sa ating mga users. Okay, so next up, the proper netiquette. These are the simple rules to ensure that you make wise choices when sending messages online. So always remember, ladies and gentlemen, so na think before you click. Okay, so first up, make sure you have correct address with proper spelling, correct link. You are sending the information to the right person when doing it online. So next up, check information before sending or posting any message and avoid false statements and information on the web or forwarding junk mail or etc. So reread what you wrote to make sure it is what you want to say. And lastly, keep your comments clean and don't confront others online or say anything. Okay, so number 5, keep your personal friends' information private. And 6, watch out for spam and other fraud emails and never reply to them. Okay, so 7, if you are going to write something personal or private, think twice because messages can be misdelivered. So think before you click. And the number 8, adults should monitor kids' messages, especially when they are sending emails to others without information. So these are the 10 commandments of teacher cyberbullying. Thou shalt not post any personal matter. Thou shalt not respond or thread to any personal message. And thou shalt not lend or let students access your phone. Thou shalt not give your email password to students. Thou shalt not use concepts and information from text. Thou shalt not post to any social media account. Thou shalt not express sentiments, disappointment, and disagreements against superiors, colleagues, students, and their parents using their social media accounts. 8. Thou shalt not use data from internet sources in any documents like lesson plan, researches, and requirements without the consent of the author. And 9. Thou shalt not give any personal data or others information. And last but not the least is thou shalt not post any students' data publicly online. Okay, so the internet safety. Internet safety, online safety, or cyber safety means trying to be safe on the internet. Information security. Sensitive information such as personal information, identity, and passwords are often associated with personal property and privacy and may present security concerns if leaked. So these are the common causes of information security breaches include phishing, internet scams, malware. Personal safety and threats is the growth of the internet gave rise to many important services accessible to anyone with connection such as digital communication. So these are the common threats to personal safety: the cyber stalking, cyberbullying, online predation, obscene or offensive content, and last is extortion. So the cyberbullying is a cyber harassment, or online bullying is a form of bullying or harassment using electronic means using among minor in a school setting and has become increasingly common. So these are the types of cyberbullying, the internet trolling, and cyber stalking. So the implication of bullying in school as initiative various anti-bullying program and campaigns to protect students from being threatened or victimized by such offense. So the cybercrime is a vast uses tools like phishing, viruses, spyware, ransomware, and social engineering to break the law. So assessing credibility. So different websites accessible from the on the web make the job of researchers very challenging. So the checklist of credibility criteria to the author, date, purpose, contact, facts versus opinion, and URL. So the recognition of information sources, similar to the information in print sources, the use of online sources must be given credit to the authors. So always if you are going to copy or get an information or data, you should always give credits to the authors. So the data privacy implication, this implementation of data privacy in the country is becoming stronger and powerful, especially in utilizing data for research and other forms of report and paperwork. So the citation, each entry in the bibliography is called citation. Okay, that is the example of citation. Proper citation either. So the research and data collection protocols, plagiarism is an unethical and can bring you in trouble. Sometimes students don't mean to plagiarize, but they end up doing the accidentally because they aren't aware or unclear about it. So these are the 10 types of plagiarism: the clone plagiarism, remix plagiarism, control-C plagiarism, or the paste, copy and paste plagiarism. So number 4 is the hybrid plagiarism, 5, find replace plagiarism, 6 is the recycle plagiarism, 7 is the mashup plagiarism, 8 is the 404 or the error plagiarism, 9 is the aggregator plagiarism, and last but not the least is the retweet plagiarism. So this is the synthesis of our report. The digital literacy is the set of competencies on the effective use of digital devices for purpose of communication, expression, collaboration, and advocacy, while cybersecurity is the practice of protecting systems, networks, and programs from digital attacks. So the cyber citizenship refers to the being responsible when exploring the internet, including the right manner and etiquette in using the web. So the internet safety is preventing from online security, from the risk to the private information and property, and protecting himself, computer threats, and cybercrimes. Okay, cyberbullying. as a form of bullying or harassment using electronic. A computer threat refers to anything that has potential to cause serious harm and damage. And as digital literacy impacts teaching learning process, its wide dissemination in schools and integration in the schools is timely relevant and necessary. That would be all. Thank you very much. Again, I am Jan Joseph Pula, the leader of these groups, and my members are Aldrin James Alvarez and Christine